Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Midnight Makes. This is where I talk about my knitting, my cross stitch, my crochet, my sewing, and whatever other crafty thing I happen to be up to. Today is March's cross stitchy wrap up, and I gotta be honest, I did not do a lot of cross stitching in um in March. I kind of lost my stitchy bug at the beginning of the month, and it wasn't until probably the last like week and a half of the month that I actually um, wanted to cross stitch. So I don't have a lot to show, but I do have a little bit. So let's get started. So the first thing I have to show is a finish, and that is my Eat the Rich bear. I found this on Etsy, and I don't remember the shop's name. I'll put it over here. But I am so happy to have this one done. And he's so cute. I love how angry he is, but adorable. So this is done. I have not uh FFO'd any of my stuff in a long time. So I should probably get around to that. But he's so cute and I'm so happy with him. And this is a 14 count. If you can, I don't know if you can see, but it is a 14 count opalescent Ada that I got at, I think I got it at Joann's. And it's a light blue, very pretty. And I did 2 strands over 1. And for Eat the Rich, so I only had 680 stitches left in the month. It was just filling in this main brown color. So he's all done. My next project is a finish for me. um, Not necessarily a finish, and I filmed this the other day, so I will insert the clip now. Okay, pass me here. So I am doing a round robin with a group of people on Instagram. And I am doing, the pattern I chose is Elegant Squid. All the patterns we're doing are ink circles, and I chose Elegant Squid. I love this one. I love squid. I love ocean animals and all that. The pattern calls for Gloriana silks. I think they're silks. I don't really use specialty flosses that often. Just because that's not my, I mean, the way I see it, I have a lot of expensive hobbies and I'm trying to not be too expensive on this. But as gorgeous as these colors are, this is not what I want. And she gives a DMC-ish conversion to kind of look like this. Again, it's not what I wanted. So I love the Humboldt squid. They're also called the Red Devil squid, which I love. So I decided to go with 666 DMC for the squid. And I wanted a lighter blue that didn't really take away from the bright red of the squid. So I went with 828 for, also DMC, for the background. And look how amazing it has come out. So this is a finish for me. It's gonna go off to, I'm mailing it out this afternoon. That's why you're getting a backwards clip. But the other 3 chunks of the pattern will be done by other people. That's kind of the whole point of a round robin. I've always wanted to do a round robin, but never really had a group to do it with. and one of a designer that I follow on Instagram put out a thing asking if anybody wanted to do one, and I think there's like 11 or 12 of us, so pretty awesome. And I just love this. This is just a plain white 18 count fabric. I go 2/1. I think it's just from Michaels. But yeah, I absolutely love it, and I can't wait for it to come back and have it completely done. Okay, so back to present, future me, whatever. Tomorrow. Bye. So for Elegant Squid, I stitched 1,455 stitches on it. So my next project is Travel by TARDIS from Country Magic Stitch. I'll put what it's going to look like right here. And I'll also put what it looked like last month. So I only got one episode's worth of stitching onto this, which was 312 stitches. That was it. And this was like at the very beginning of the month, and we only watched one episode of Doctor Who last month. We were busy with other things. So I got in a bunch more of this blue. I guess there's two blues. There's this darker blue, there's a lighter blue, and then I went over with this yellowy green color. So not a lot of work done on this, but it's now sitting at 1,258 stitches complete, which is 5.58% of the pattern done. So that is Travel by TARDIS for now. The next project that I worked on was my geometric Ukrainian sampler, and this is from Less Magic Patterns on Etsy. This is what it's going to look like, and this is where I was last month. This is another one I didn't get very much in. I got 442 stitches in, and I am loving this one. I love the pattern, I love the designs, and I have been loving stitching on it. I just lost my stitchy bug. But I'm going to get back to this. I'm trying to do daily stitches every day, do one thread of the blue and one thread of the yellow every single day. And my hope is to have it done in April. We'll see how that goes, though. Oh, and the needle minder is from Crafty Emily. This was one of the needle minder of the month clubs. I love this one because it's a little drop and I can keep all my threads on it. And since there's only 2 threads, it's perfect. And this is a 18 count white Ada. So was Travel by TARDIS was also an 18 count white Ada. Most of my stuff is done on 18 count white Ada. So for the geometric Ukraine sampler, I am sitting at 1,218 stitches complete, which is 33,000 or 33.94%. Okay, and the only other cross stitch that I worked on in March was Hell. So this is what she's going to look like. The artwork is by the artwork is by Camille Frex. The pattern is charted by Thread Geeks. And she is my focus to be finished in the year, by the end of the year. We'll see if that happens. But, I can plan. don't have to stick to my plans, but I can plan. So this is what she looked like last month, and I'm behind on my stitching because I only did 352 stitches. So this is what she looks like now. I decided to go ahead and color complete by page. So I was picking colors that were the most used, and then I would go in and finish that color out on this page. And then if it went a little over onto page 2, no big deal. So I am slowly plucking away at this. Obviously, I have some catching up to do because I only did 352 stitches this month, but um, I'm hoping to do more in April, and I'm going to continue filling in on page 1. There's a lot of colors and there's a lot of skipping around and figuring out where I'm at, but I am enjoying it, and I would love if I could finish page 1 by the end of April. I don't think it's possible, but I'm gonna try, and I'm just gonna try to put in at least a couple, like at least a strand or at least one color, a few stitches every day. I want to get at least a couple stitches every single day, and I am absolutely loving this. I cannot wait to have it on my wall. It's just so pretty. Um, yeah, that is all I worked on in uh March. Did I say? Oh, she is sitting at 6,378 stitches complete, which is 31.25%. And again, this is a white Aida. This is also a Crafty Emily needle minder. This was also from the Needle Minder of the Month Club. So yeah, that's all I did in March. I've already done quite a bit in April because today is April 4th, so I'm a little bit behind on getting this posted. But I have been working on a different cross stitch that I did not work on at all in March. That way I could keep my videos separate so you could see what everything I was doing. But I've already gotten a bunch in on that cross stitch, and I am hoping, fingers crossed, to have it done in April. So hopefully when I come back at the end of this month, I will have 2 finishes and a whole bunch of progress. I also the round robin that I'm doing, I'm awaiting the next pattern, and I'm excited to work on that ink circles. So that'll also be hopefully progress in April. But that's all I've got. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful weekend because it's Friday today. So I hope you hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.